Hey, this is Kirk Windstein from Down, and you're watching Get in the Pit TV. Yeah.
How are you, Kirk?
I'm doing good. I got a good night's sleep last night, finally getting adjusted to the time schedule over here, so I'm feeling good. Thanks.
How has the tour been going so far?
Very good. It was real interesting to play in Russia. You know, I never thought I'd go to Russia. And then those two shows were good. We did Moscow, we did St. Petersburg, and we did Tampere, Finland last night, which was a great show. The crowd was really good. We had a good time, you know. Phil was in a good mood. When it's gone real good, we kind of, you know, we goof a little bit and have a good time. We're serious, you know, with the songs, but sometimes we'll goof off a little bit in between songs and whatnot. But the crowd was great, you know, really good, high energy. They were really into it, so it was very, very, you know, it was really fun.
You opened for Black Sabbath on their last tour, and did it inspire you guys?
Of course. Well, we did like 11 Canadian shows with them, and then we did 8 shows, I think 7 in Australia and 1 in New Zealand with them in August of last year. So it was amazing, you know, just to see him. And, you know, every day me and Pepper'd hear Tony Iommi's guitar, and we'd run up. And, you know, it was big arenas, and it'd be a big empty arena. We'd just sit there and watch him play for like an hour. And he'd, how y'all doing, you know? And then the cool thing, man, that I liked was on the Australian tour, like normally everybody travels by tour bus, but everything's so far away that the gear gets shipped, and there's a lot of days off, but we traveled by airplane to all the shows. So we'd fly with them every day. So by the end, you know, by the end of the thing, I mean, we'd see him at the airport and have a drink with Ronnie, you know, and cool. Tony and his wife, how y'all doing? What's up, Geezer? You know, that's, I mean, weird, like being at baggage claim, and Geezer Butler's next to you getting his bag and you getting yours, you know. So by the end of it, it was really cool because, I mean, we'd come on the plane, and they were in first class, you know, and they'd already be seated, and we come on, and it'd be like, hey, Kirk, how you doing today? Oh, good. How you doing, Tony? What's up, man? Geezer, how's your throat? Oh, better, man, because he got sick for a little bit, you know. So it was a trip, you know, it was like a dream come true, really, and they're so killer. And I mean, you know, obviously no disrespect to Ozzy or anything, but Dio is just unbelievable, man. He really was. The nicest guy, and his voice just sounds like he's 20 years old, and he's not.
What is your all-time favorite Black Sabbath album?
That's kind of difficult. I really like Master Reality a lot, but to be honest, and I'm not saying it because we're talking about the Sabbath with Dio, Heaven and Hell has always been one of my favorites. I was in high school, and I remember the day my friend Phil Melanson called up and said, dude, you've got to hear this new Black Sabbath. The guy from Rainbow's in it. Because I knew Rainbow, you know. Yeah. You know, it's Dio, Ronnie James Dio from Rainbow's in it. And the first song I heard was Neon Nights. And that's one of my favorite Sabbath songs ever. That's my favorite one with Dio because that was the first one I heard. I was, 15, 16 years old maybe. And it was just like, whoa, you know. So when they played that one every night, it was cool.
How do you guys pick your set list usually?
Oh, Phil does it. I mean, there's certain things that we've tried that just don't come across live, but right now, over the course of the 3 records that we have, we're choosing from about 26 songs, and we're mixing it up. We're playing about 20 songs a night, and we mix it up. I mean, there's ones, obviously, we're going to play Stone the Crow, Bury Me in Smoke, and, you know, but we mix it up pretty much other than that. I mean, like, I just checked with Kate, our assistant, Phil's girlfriend, and, you know, I'm like, what's tonight's set list? So we're doing 2 tonight that are different than we haven't done yet on this tour, and then everything in order is different, so you got to keep checking. You know, it used to be like a lot of bands do it, and we did it too, where we'd have the same exact list, and you just know what's coming next. But when the lights go off, you know, like we finish a song and lights go black for a second, I'm waiting on them to come back on to see what's next, see what I got to tune to or whatever, you know. So it's interesting. It keeps it a lot more fun for us. I think it's good for the fans that come to a lot of different shows because a lot of them follow around and travel a lot, and they get to see different songs, different nights, and a different show, really. But it's up to Phil. Whatever he feels like doing, he just does it. So we just say, like, I just walk on and there's a list, okay? You know.
All right. At some point, there was like Down's future was a little bit uncertain. How did you guys hooked up there?
I think like right before the hurricane that hit New Orleans happened, we had began talking about doing Down and making it like our priority band, because we always said that amongst each other ever since we started back in like '91 or whatever it was, that when we're done with our other bands, the type of music that Down plays is the type of music that we can grow old with.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different styles to it, a lot of different influences. It's not, some of it is heavy, but a lot of it sounds to me just like a modern day, like classic rock 1970s band, which never gets old, I mean, so we always said when we get older, Down's the type of band we can grow old with. I mean, we can't sit there playing this super heavy stuff when we're, only Lemmy can do that, as we get older. I mean, I'll be 43 years old in a couple of weeks, and it's like, Rex will be 44. It's like we're getting up there, It's like we like to do stuff that we grew up. We like to do the mellower stuff as well as the heavy stuff. And, unfortunately, I mean, I still do Crowbar. Pepper will probably do COC. Jimmy does I Hate God. I'll do the thing with Jamie, Kingdom of Sorrow, with Jamie Josta. But unfortunately, there can't be a Pantera again. And I think because of the Dime thing, they had hoped eventually to patch things up and reunite and do more Pantera stuff. And when that couldn't happen, I think that, Phil and Rex talked about it with us and everything else and said, look, let's just make Down our main band. We'll continue to do side projects and have fun with it. But, we all love Down. And it's like, let's just grow old with this band. Let's make this the band for our career,
Down is your so-called main band.
Oh yeah, it's everyone's main band now. That's priority number one.
You play also in Crowbar and in Kingdom of Sorrow. So how do you have the time to do all this?
It's pretty tough because I literally between the last tour we did in the States, I had I think like maybe 5 days off, and then I did. Like 11-day little short tour with Kingdom of Sorrow, and then like another 4 or 5 days off, and then left for Moscow. So it's like, while everybody else has kind of been relaxing at home and whatever, I just, I had a few days off, went out and did some shows with Kingdom, which was really fun, and then, came back over here. So now after this, I need a little break, I've barely been home at all since September. So, and I have a little girl, I'd like to see her. So it's like, it's difficult. But hey, this is what I do. I mean, it's like, sometimes you get tired, you're sore. I mean, we're old. We play 2 hours, 10 minutes a night. My neck's killing me. My shoulder's bad, And it's like, but I still thank God every day for, giving me the opportunity to get up there and play, man.
Do you have any new stuff ready for Crowbar?
Yeah, I got 5 new songs that are, roughly written, but the riffs to 5 new songs, me and, I came up with a lot of it, but I stayed down in Miami during the holidays, and me and Steve Gibb, our guitar player, did some stuff up in his home studio. He also plays in Kingdom of Sorrow, by the way. He's our other guitar player in Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I got 5 new songs worth of ideas, and I spoke to Pat, our bass player in Crowbar, and when I get home from this tour, I want to get with him on some stuff and work it up and try to do some more writing. And I mean, I'm always going to do Crowbar. I want to get it out as soon as I can. It's just, Crowbar is just, is an underground band, and Down is much bigger. And, I mean, we're all older. We have houses. We have bills. It's a business as well. And I love Down. So, but I'll always do Crowbar. It's my baby. I mean, I created it. I created the sound of Crowbar. I'm the lyricist. I write most all the riffs. And, I'll always do it. So.